Anyway, Mr. Solace mentioned before I hit record that my boyfriend messaged him something.
Oh yeah, so
I need to turn off the music. Okay, there we go.
hey, we're gonna start this episode hot, by saying just shoot me, put me down, take me around back, drop me.
What caliber? Does it matter? Or
Whatever CK got shot by.
Holy shit!
I say that because what happened today in a very interesting turn of events is another one of my cameos has found its way into the public view.
Uh-oh.
And it was obviously, of course, not just a wholesome one. No, it's the cursed one I decided to actually record, but was like, I don't know if I want to. And I almost didn't, but I did anyways, because I figured it had to be a joke. And I was like, you know what? It's a joke. I'll just do it and it'll be fine. And literally the request did not mention it was a joke. It said, hey, my girlfriend is, or my girlfriend Jackie is a really big fan of yours. Unfortunately, she decided to surprise me on Christmas with a pregnancy test saying she's pregnant when I wanted a Nintendo Switch 2. So tell her I'm breaking up with her tomorrow and leaving.
Oh.
So I was like,
and you took
I don't know if
this?
I want to do this. And I was like, you know what? It's gotta be a joke. It's a fucking joke. It's a meme. Okay, I'll just do it. So I do it. And it's on TikTok, and people are tagging me.
No, they're tagging you.
It's well, that's the thing. It's literally about 20 minutes ago or something like that. I can look it up, the time frame exactly. But Argo messaged me and goes, "Not your cameo coming across my For You," and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Wait, how viral is this going?" It's only got like 6,000 views, but
that's not bad.
I was worried it was like the other one where it was getting way more notoriety, like, because this one's still kind of weird.
Yeah. God.
So, it was just really, really weird.
Yeah.
And I went into the comments and just replied, "I'm so sorry." Just like still leaning into it.
God.
The comment section in it is just wild. There's so many like people hoping it's a joke, but if not, they're like, this is like the most devastating way to get broken up with. And I'm just like, oh god. I was like, I was actually thinking about it. I was like, do I just do a react video where I just talk about the comments?
God.
Like, do I just do that? Let me I want to read one really quick.
Oh boy, okay.
Make time seem much quicker.
Yeah. If you can
stop. No.
Ow.
Yeah, it opens with my patented howl too. Let's listen really quick. It's a good howl.
I can't hear the howl. If you can send me a screenshot of the comment that you're about to read, though.
Oh, how do I do? Oh, okay. Yeah, I start off by like thanking them and then immediately go on. It says, this person posted, "I'm actually crying. This is both the funniest and most devastating way this message could have been delivered."
That's so fucking.
And I've got some people that I'm mutuals with on TikTok have commented on like, "Oh, I love Solace. That's oomph."
That's oomph.
And I'm just
that's like, my wool.
This person posted this, and I was like, man, why didn't I lean into this? They're like, I was half expecting him to step up as a father instead of your ex, and I'm like, damn, that would have been really good. I should have been like, I'll be the father.
What? No, I'll be the father.
Here's the thing. This is why I say, take me out back and pop me like CK, because one comment says I need him to sing "We Are Charlie Kirk." Which is
Charlie
okay.
Kirk.
You know, they want me to sing it for some reason.
Yeah.
But legitimately, there's a comment in here that says, this guy sounds just like Charlie Kirk. And I just wanted to die.
No, you don't.
I was like, I don't. But it's funny that Charlie Kirk has been brought up multiple times in the same comment section for no reason.
I don't hear it. If that makes you feel any better, I don't hear it.
Argo's like, I don't hear it. Because I immediately was like, just shoot me. I was like, just put me down. It's like, I don't hear it. It's okay.
I got told I sound like Scott the Woz once. Or no, I look like Scott the Woz.
Oh.
Who do I sound like? I can't remember. Someone said I sounded like somebody, and I looked it up, and I was like, God damn it. Yeah, kinda.
So yeah, that's something that happened today. As of Tuesday, December 30th.
Dude, we are recording this in 2025. This doesn't come out until 2026. Woo! Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Let's not repeat last year.
Yep. Do not say the magic words. Dude, I haven't heard anyone say it.
I like what I said. That's why I said. I like what I said. Let's not repeat last year. Fuck that.
Let's not repeat last year. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about it. But Mr. Solace, I have officially started the final draft.
Oh.
The final draft has been started. I got all the feedback from the beta readers. What?
I thought you were going to say that you're like, this is the last time I'm going to talk about 2025.
Oh, like, that too, dude.
Fucking done with this year.
God, that year was, man, it's a miracle we came out the other side, huh?
Yeah. I will say, I mean, it sounds like things are ending on a strong note.
Yeah. That part, yeah. I finally found a fucking job. Good God. I can't believe I needed a man on the inside for a minimum wage job. That's the crazy part of all this, dude. The only reason I got hired was because Argo knew the people there.
Cut this or save this for the Patreon, but do you think it's because Argo called him up and was like, look, he's really good at handling 6 inches?
That's hilarious, but he would have definitely vouched for me with the 12-inch.
I was gonna say 12-inch, but I was like, Argo wouldn't brag like that. I'm just gonna say 6.
Bro,
damn.
You know what? I don't want to get into that actually.
Not on the Bark Bark Meow podcast.
On the Bark Bark Meow podcast? No, but like how it happened was it was somewhere that Argo used to work before he got a job more aligned with his career. And so he still goes back there for food sometimes. And he walks in and his favorite manager is there. And he was like, hey, you know, he's been kind of asking around as well, looking for places. And he was like, hey, you know, are you guys hiring? And I guess there was this person that was working that day that was leaving in like a week. So she was like, have him come in a week and then, you know, we'll talk. And apparently she was like ready to hire me as soon as Argo recommended me. Because, like, Argo must have left on a really good note. But yeah, so I start that Friday. So if you guys are hearing this, I worked my first shift, and hopefully it didn't suck ass. My attitude of it is like, bro, I worked at McDonald's. There's no way it's going to be worse than that.
Yeah, it can't be worse.
And, like, whatever happens there, as soon as I clock out, I'm done with it. You know? I get to go home, and I get to work on furry stuff, because... Okay, I'm mentioning it again, but like I'm going to be the most boring sack of shit for the next few months. It's literally just going to be working on the book and streaming and, you know, working on video stuff. Like I am, unfortunately, I am not going to have any free time. Maybe I'll include
like no events really going on.
Not really, no. And if there is, I'm probably going to miss them. Well, holidays are different, but like...
Well, I mean, there isn't really. I mean,
no.
This is like, because I just realized this with having back-to-back weeks where I have a day off because of holidays, and then the beginning of the year or the end of Thanksgiving or fucking November Thanksgiving. You know, it's like boom, there's like boom, 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 like a bunch of things all in a row within like 5 weeks at the end of the year, and then from January till like Easter, that's like the next big holiday.
Oh man,
it's a moment before things actually like happen again. So
yeah, which admittedly for someone like me is really nice, because like I don't get me wrong, I like the holidays, I like having days off. It fucks me up every single time because I am a very schedule oriented person where like once I get on a schedule, I'm locked in. Before Thanksgiving, I had everything figured out. I was, doing all my chores. I was working on video stuff. I was working on my book. I was working on everything I needed to. And then Thanksgiving weekend happens. Actually, no, it was MFF that fucked me up because it was Thanksgiving and then MFF. And then it was 5 days of completely different stuff. And then I had to come home and resume like that didn't just happen. And then Christmas happens shortly after. And there's 2 days of that. And there was like a bunch of personal stuff I can't get into on here, but like On top of that, there was just, it was a lot, and as soon as I like get thrown off my schedule, it's really hard to get back on it. But
You become self-destructive.
yeah, I don't know if self-destructive is the right word. It's just like I get paralyzed, where it's like
Executive dysfunction.
yeah, there's like a million and one things I need to do, so I don't do any of them.
Yep. I feel you on that. I haven't been right since MFF as well.
God.
Coming back, having PCD, and then my dad, and the holidays, and I won't lie, going into MFF, I had started, I definitely had a bunch of caffeine at MFF, so I kind of like broke the caffeine sobriety. I don't
Oh
call it
no.
sobriety. And I've been addicted to caffeine again since. I'm literally on like 36 hours no caffeine because I'm like I gotta get back to it. So I am going through it today. Not
Yeah.
as bad right now.
That's
Earlier
good.
today, like clocking in first couple hours of work today, going into
Oh.
lunch, I was struggling. Oh, it was
Yeah.
rough. That slight migraine from
Yup.
the withdrawals and just feeling like I can't focus and no energy. But I gotta get away from it again. I gotta stop blowing all this extra money on it for no reason because I know I can do it without it,
Yeah.
So
That is an important
and it's
thing.
healthier for me. So I just need to fucking not do it and get away from it just a little bit, and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Woof.
I'm not doing that. At least yet. I'm gonna focus on other parts of my health first.
Do you get up and have caffeine every single day?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you have? Coffee?
Yeah, either a cup of coffee or an energy drink.
Oh no shit. I didn't
That's
know.
usually all I have though. Maybe
Okay.
there's like these like generic Kroger brand things that are like 80 milligrams. Maybe I'll have one of those in the middle of the day, but I can't have a lot of caffeine is the thing, or else I will explode. Christmas I made the stupid like Christmas I had an energy drink, and then I went over to Argo's family's and they offered me coffee and I said yes, and that was stupid.
So you just vibrated.
Dude, I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was like, I need to like on top of it was just like I need to move. So I went home and took a nap. That's the crazy part. The caffeine doesn't even work, dude. I just go home and nap.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is like, I was gonna say our different ADHDs because like, so we both have the ADHD where the caffeine don't work. We can sleep if we have a bunch of it, but you have a very, very, very low tolerance for it in comparison to me, where I could just have way too much of it and still not feel anything, and it's not good.
It's like I can have a lot of it throughout the day. Like I think I could have an energy drink at like 9 a.m. and have another one at like 2 or 3 and be just fine. But if I shotgun both of those within like 2 or 3 hours, bro, I'm nothing's getting done. But boy, am I awake.
Yeah. I will say, like, and that's the big thing to take away from this is it's all everybody's personal, like, personal, I want to say preference, but just it's definitely up to the individual. For me, I could get away with having like a cup of coffee every morning and not like calling that unhealthy. I just have such an unhealthy relationship with caffeine for the last 20 years of my life, basically.
That's fair.
Maybe not quite 20. I did start drinking energy drinks in my teenage years. That's when they were really starting to hit their stride.
God, solace. You know what I had? Like, it was like a year or two ago, but I just randomly decided to try it because I think it was on sale. Did you drink Full Throttles in middle school?
I didn't drink them a lot because they always had a taste I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I did have some.
That taste is still there, buddy. I used to have Full Throttles all the time in middle school, or not middle school, high school. And so like they were on like some dummy sale. And I was like, you know what? I haven't had one of these in like a decade. Let's see how this tastes. And boy, it's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're still in business.
There was a worse one. I remember because people were a really big fan of the other product. It was the Sobe. There was some Sobe drinks that people really fucking loved. I can't remember what they were. There was like
a strawberry banana Sobe. I miss it so much.
But there was also a Sobe canned energy, just like Full Throttles and stuff like Monster.
Really?
Oh God, it was bad. Like
Oh
it
God.
had. I remember trying it and being like, "This tastes like shit."
This
And
tastes
then
like
I was fine with Red Bull, but the price that you could get Monsters back in the day, God,
that's
we're old.
well,
You could get
it's still
you could
like
get
that,
like
dude.
to an extent it is, but it's like that. God, I want to say it was 3 for $5 or like 3 for $4. You could get them. You could get a fuck ton of Monster for about the price of 1.5 cans of Red
Yeah.
Bull.
And the
You
cans are
know,
smaller. The Red Bull is
yes,
smaller. Like,
we're
I'm not
talking
gonna
like a
sit here
12-ounce can of Red Bull versus 12, 16. So those are
like
16-ounce
20
cans of
ounce.
Monster, right?
I think they're 20-ounce. They might be 16.
I think they're 16. But even still, even if they're 20, say they're 16, that's what 48 ounces versus 12 ounces. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like
Of course, I'm buying the Monster.
no, like I'm not gonna sit here and obviously Red Bull tastes better. These are subjective opinions, but like Red Bull tastes better, but not enough to justify the price. You know, because like
Yeah.
I can
Well,
still have Monster, and honestly, sometimes the original Monster flavor hits. Sometimes I just want that battery
yes,
acid flavor. You know, not often, but
that
sometimes.
is true. The slightly more green apple, the battery acid
Yeah.
flavor. I will say I have noticed because it's like all the same ingredients. Somehow, some way, I feel like Red Bulls do in my current state and form that I am. They seem to affect me more than Monsters do. So there's something to do with whatever they do with their blend that makes it a little bit more potent, what have you.
Okay.
But it's still not worth that money.
Yeah.
But
No.
I'll also argue this. The last caffeine drink I've had, which was Tuesday morning, or no, Monday morning at as what I woke up and the last thing I had, Starbucks double shot can. It's like another 16 or 20. It's like a monster can.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
It's the mocha.
Yeah.
I love mocha. It's over after tax. Those alone at Casey's are almost $5.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Which I mean, I think it's more expensive if you can get it at the Starbucks. But that's the case in point to me of like, what, these are so expensive for no goddamn reason. Like,
Well, that's like I'll have Monsters sometimes, but usually I'll just like I have a coffee maker at home. I'll just make my own coffee because
yeah,
I get a giant ass can of Folgers. Come at me in the comments. I don't care. Folgers is good. I get a giant can of Folgers and just like use that over like 2 or 3 months.
you're the present
I'm the present.
this year.
Oh, babe.
I don't need a present. You being home for Christmas is the present.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Is that the Folgers commercial? Was it Folgers that did that?
Oh my god, with the incest couple? Yeah, that was
that
Folgers.
was the reference.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the
because
reference.
fucking that's right. Because Papa Butt makes sure to like tag them in something every single year. I don't know if he did that this year, but like, what if Papa Butt's emotes is the Folgers can because of that? Every single
funny.
year he brings it up, and he makes us watch the commercial. I forgot about that.
It's hard not to because it's such an awkward commercial.
What
I saw
were they
somebody
going for?
on. I actually saw a TikTok a couple days ago. I should have sent it to you. Basically, the person got some friends and they recreated the whole damn thing, but they also like fucked with the lines a little bit. But it doesn't need that much messing with. They just kind of acted it out a little bit more and leaned into it a little bit more, and it's so funny. It's like Jesus. Holy crow.
Holy.
I was thinking about this. It's the 30th. I am a month away, not even a full month. As you hear me, I don't know if you can hear me patting my dog.
From having Ollie for a full year? I thought you were going to say,
Yeah.
Isn't your birthday also coming up, or am I crazy?
Yeah, I adopted him the day before my birthday.
Oh.
I was trying to do it on my birthday, but they're like, we don't have volunteers for that day. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll do it the day before.
You're like, I don't know how to tell you this. This is very important that I get him on this day.
I think I took that day off anyways, and I like had to clean my house and prepped it because I didn't know how he would handle the house.
Oh, yeah, you do have to puppy proof the house, yeah.
But no, he's a very well behaved dog. His issue is he gets destructive when I leave. That's all.
Yeah.
So in its current kennel, it works. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
almost a year.
Congrats on that. I forgot that you got him.
Feel like it.
Like, yeah, I've had Maple for God, it'll be 6 years coming up.
Oh wow.
It doesn't feel
I
like
was gonna
that,
say
dude.
I got Ash a year after I moved here, and I've been here for 8 or 9 years. So she's like, I've had her for like 7, 8 years, something like that. She's like 8 or 9 years old. I
Yeah.
don't ever think about that. She doesn't
No.
act like it, and it doesn't feel like I've been in this house for that long either.
Maple will never age. Maple doesn't age. Okay? Because if I start thinking about that, I cry.
Yeah.
Maple doesn't age.
Luckily, this is a young pup. I don't have to worry about it. Right,
Hell
dude?
yeah. Right?
You're
You're not going to age, are you, Ollie?
You're gonna be a healthy, not old fuck, okay? Exactly. Now go lay down.
I just realized I named a character Ollie in Archer Maple
nice.
Blade. Or Maple Blade Archer. I always say my own title wrong.
Is it my dog?
No, it's a badger.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a character named Ollie. Completely forgot I did that until just now. I don't think it was because of your dog, but it could have been. Indirectly.
Like, indirectly because it's a name you've heard, but I won't say recently, but
yeah,
it's just heard enough to where you're like, yeah, Ollie.
I was just
it's in the brain.
I do remember what I was looking for. I was looking for something that could be like a cutesy nickname, and so I found Oliver, and I was like, Ollie, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. That's all I can say.
Chat basically came up with, because I was trying to figure out what the fucking call him too. I was like, because I didn't like his name, Hammy. I'm not gonna call him
Hammy.
Yeah, that's what bad. That's what the shelter gave him. He's like, yeah, we're gonna call him Hammy.
Dude, shelter names are the worst.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that. Well, so the PetSmart that we adopted, my old roommate's cat, they named her Daisy. And
okay.
I don't know. She's such a happy-go-lucky, loving little cat that, because at first he was thinking about, yeah, we might change the name. And the more we sat on it, I was like, nah, she's a Daisy, dude.
There you go.
Whoever named her got her. Got it right.
Maple's name at the pound was Marie. It did not fit.
Marie.
We swapped it to Maple. I don't remember exactly why. I could ask Splat and they would know, but we swapped it over to Maple. And so if she's ever in trouble, it's Maple Marie. And then,
oh, that's so funny.
You know what's weird is, yeah, she has her own middle name. What's weird is, like, over time, originally the story was, because there's lore behind this, there was Maple, and then if Maple ever started misbehaving, it was Mamo, and that was her evil twin, her evil clone that she could swap out at any time. But over time, we just call her Mamo, so that leads to the question of, where did Maple go? And are we stuck with the evil one?
I was gonna say Mamo's just a cute like pronunciation for maple, it's Mamo.
Yeah, it's just Mamo.
But I love that it like originally started off with Mamo.
Yeah.
Bad dog, and then suddenly it's like, hey Mamo.
Wait a minute.
Committing arson in front of you, and you're like, God damn it, not a.
Hey, if she commits arson, there's a reason.
Oh.
She can't do any wrong, yeah. Well, Mr. Solace, welcome to 2026.
That's all I got. That's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode? So, we're to the end of the video. We could talk about New Year's resolutions, since we always do those every year.
Talk about that, I guess. I mean, my first one is to get a 2.0 of Solace. That's a big goal for next year.
I don't know why
I call that a resolution. It's like a goal.
My brain immediately went to grades, and I was like, you're shooting for a 2.0? Buddy, that's bad.
Oh no, have you seen the kids these days?
Fair.
They're all using AI and shit.
God, okay, but we're already off topic, but I got a furry today, a VR chat furry, who does music, and they made a whole video defending AI in music, and I was like, you need to shut your computer off. You're just blatantly wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
I hope they can't afford the RAM they need.
Yeah, like, AI should not be anywhere near any of the arts. And their defense was, oh, well, you use all of these tools, you use mixers and EQs and all of that. Why is AI any different? Because it is me using the mixer and me using the EQ after stuff I put in. Not because I said, hey, make me a song that sounds melodramatic, and then it comes up with it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't come up with it. It steals as much information from other songs and compiles some bullshit. No, that's the concept. AI and tools is fine, like it's been in Photoshop and tons of art and music programs forever. Because what do you think the mirror tool is? That's technically like in some sort of form like of an AI, I think. I don't know.
I
I'm
feel like
not sure
something
what to
like,
classify some of that stuff, but
yeah, I feel like a mirror tool specifically is slightly different because it is taking
okay.
exactly what you put in and just flipping it. But something like where it's like blur the whole background, I feel like that could be considered
Yeah.
an AI tool. But like that's still something that I made, not that I use AI to blend backgrounds, but like, you know,
But the concept is that versus generative AI, where it's
yeah.
just I another TikTok, I don't know, or was it? Yeah, it was a TikTok. I saw was like somebody being like, I spent hundreds of hours and 20,000 prompts to make this game. It was like, do you know how hard I had to work on this? I was like, shut the fuck up.
You wasted your
Wow.
time. Yeah. No, he had
We're
another
gonna be
video.
there though. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be people bitching like this soon.
God,
Because I see this I see this becoming escalated. I think it's going to do exactly that. People are gonna be AI music artists and game developers and bullshit. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. And you're
yeah.
gonna see people be like, yeah, it took me 1,500 hours to get the right prompt. Like,
In that time, you could have learned how to do it yourself.
and it's gonna be mid as fuck.
That was like Joaquin was showing us like how he came up with different things for the like different poses and different art stuff. Dude, he poses. He does, he stands out in whatever he's like wanting to recreate and does all the poses, sends it to the artist or draws over it himself, and just there's a million one thing other things you can do. That furry VR chat person, they had another video, and I'm trying to remember the exact wording because it pissed me off. I close TikTok. I that's another thing is I'm gonna try and spend less time on TikTok as another resolution. But like, God, what did they say? They were like, people claim that AI steals from other creators. When did those other creators consent to you learning from them or something along those lines? And I was like, oh, so you're stupid. Like, I, I am a both sides of the argument kind of person where like I try to understand. You're just dumb. Like, God, oh, it pissed me off because it's like learning how to do something yourself and using a prompt to directly steal from the artist are two vastly different things. I don't even know how to put it into words for that person to understand how different they are. Like where do you even begin to reach across the aisle for them to understand that?
Something you just kind of said brought up the fact that these AI people will never, these AI bros will never have that feeling of like euphoria of like success, because when all you're doing is commanding prompts into something, all it is frustrating until it gets whatever version of the product out that you feel is okay.
Yeah.
There's no feeling good about that versus a team of 10, 11 people game deving and fucking drawing and illustrating and writing and recording and doing all this work to come out with an indie game, that takes them, a good year or two to do. Like that is they're equally or more so frustrating, but there's so many more moments of like camaraderie and like, again, like that sharing of love and success and all
Mm-hmm.
that triumph feeling. You will not get that with AI shit.
No, and you won't learn anything.
And
Like
my thought is what's that guy? So he says, is the VR chat person, were they also making AI music, or were they just defending it?
I never saw them admit to it, but I
Okay,
wouldn't
because
be
my thought is,
surprised.
my question is like, what are you trying to get out of making this music? Because my only thought is most of these people are doing it to try and get that come up, they're trying to make that buck.
Yeah.
And it's like, you do realize everybody can do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Same thing with art. You can't do AI art commissions, especially with why everybody should get the fuck off Twitter for sure now.
Yeah,
Is
God.
the fact that you can auto-generate an image that you've come across using Grok now, which is fucking absolutely atrocious. But that's the other concept, is why would anybody ever want another art commission if everybody's just using AI art? I'm just going to use AI art to make my art. Well, I would never pay for another commission if everybody else is just doing that. You know what I mean? If this is, again, assuming there isn't real artists out there anymore. Yeah, fuck that. No,
Yeah,
you just do it yourself. So nobody's commissioning you. You don't have a business anymore. You still don't have a business in general.
Gene,
So it's like,
ah.
I'll do it for the love of the game.
Do it for the love of the game.
What love of the game?
Yeah,
what do
dude.
You mean? Do we need to code in? Do we make the AI prompt a game so that it feels like you're doing something? You have to play fucking Galaga and clear levels so you can enter your prompt in like a CAPTCHA.
God. It's like I'm writing a whole fucking soundtrack thing to go along with, I keep mentioning it, the Maple Blade Archer, and like I've been doing that all on my own. Like, you don't need AI to create things. There, especially in today's day and age with all the technology we have, there are limitless resources that you can use to learn how to do something. Like,
yeah.
And the biggest thing is, like, I think you mentioned it, and I touched on it a second ago, is like, you won't learn how to do it if you use an AI thing. If you just type prompts, you're not learning how to do the thing. You are getting slop made for you, spit out at you, and you're like, oh, this is good. I made this. No, the fuck you didn't. Recreate it. You know, you wouldn't be able to. Like,
that was mentioned by Ruby, I think, the last time. Where it's like, you don't get to recreate it.
No.
Even if, because that was another thought, was like, could somebody derive enjoyment of becoming basically the AI whisperer, being that they know how to use the right words in the correct form and progression to get a certain product out of the AI, basically becoming somebody who can write prompts really well? No, because the AI will never generate the same image twice.
No. That's like, I have so many like images and so many things that I want for this story that I'm writing. And, you know, the thought flickers in my head of like, well, I could probably just generate this. But like, one, that is betraying an entire community that I love and like has given me a home for the past 7 or 8 years. 2, none of the images would look exactly what I'm looking for. And 3, none of the images would look the same as each other. They would all look different. And 4, I would betray the community. So like, yeah, I would be able to instantly get, you know, something close to what I'm looking for, but it would never be exactly what I want. Whereas I can talk to an artist and I can, you know, help fund the community. And I have a cover artist and I have an artist doing art inside of the book, and it's going to turn out exactly what I want because I can communicate back and forth to something that can understand me and is not just pulling prompts out of its ass, you know? Anyway, we are preaching to the choir on this.
Yeah, we've beaten the AI thing over the head. I was going to mention that in a second.
Yeah.
It just happens to be more and more stuff keeps happening constantly, forever.
Yeah.
Like the whole RAM situation. Woo.
Woo. Yippee.
I have 2 PCs that are old PCs that have RAM sticks, and I might just go sell that shit.
You have 2 PCs?
That I'm not using.
That you have 3 PCs?
They're old streaming. They're old streaming. The old, like, every progression of desktop that I've gone for the last like 6 years.
This is my first desktop. Well, my first desktop was a Mac Mini, but that doesn't count. I was writing music, and that was it.
I almost bought better RAM multiple times, and I just never did it. Now I'm like disappointed in myself for not getting better RAM.
I also thought about it, but I also don't play any RAM-intensive games, you know?
I really want to get in the VR chat, like, with a good setup, so I think I need more RAM, and I also need a better...
Actually.
Full body.
Yeah, wait a minute. Thinking emoji. I might end up with Argo's old headset, because his parents might get him a new one. And I'm going to be looking... I'm going to be looking into getting a model for Scout for VR. Yeah. I'm going to be a little guy.
See, I don't think...
Hi, Maple. What?
Say, I don't even think you even know about this. Maybe? Well, you know. I'm not sure if I
What?
sent you pictures of it, though.
Did you get a model?
Yeah, like months ago.
No, I knew about the PNG tuber thing.
That I'm canceling, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I think they're using AI to make the model. I'll be real with you. With how long
Really?
it has taken them to continuously get back to me over and over and over on small things, I don't trust them. I don't like the
Oh.
setup. They haven't been able to get it right either, and I don't trust them.
Oh.
Boom.
Boom. I'm sorry.
I was actually just thinking about this because I had planned on possibly debuting him on New Year's, but I haven't exactly, especially with that being 2 days away, tomorrow technically,
Tomorrow, yeah.
tomorrow night. I never set up with him. I kind of want to make it like a decent reveal. I don't want to just randomly do it. I kind of want to be like, hey, I'm doing a re-debut and a refocusing on my Twitch, you know?
It's fair.
So I'm not gonna do it for New Year's. It's not New Year's new start with a new model. It's gonna be I think I'm gonna wait the month and plan it for a birthday review.
Okay, that's fair.
Birthday stream, new model, new Solace, same old dumb comments.
I gotta figure out what I want to do for New Year's. Because I'm thinking,
Drugs.
well, technically I could.
That's also
No.
something I've been the opposite with you, like you. I've been smoking and having edibles this whole time since MFF, and I am like, okay, time to
Oh.
knock that shit off for a little bit, Solace. Like, calm down.
Well, I also cut that out. Like, I have started up again because my big thing was like if I had to drug test anywhere, you know,
Oh, right.
I
You're
don't
good
got a
now.
drug test for this job. Hey, but yeah, I also went.
You probably expect it.
Honestly,
I think
yeah.
any public facing job should be like,
I
you know
was
what?
like,
You do you.
when I
As long as you can do the job.
yeah, as long as you do the job, it shouldn't matter. That was like when I worked at Pizza Hut. I was talking to the manager there because her and I were close, and I mentioned that I was like, yeah, when I was applying, they mentioned stuff about drug tests, and she was like, oh my god, can you imagine if we had to drug test? Half of the staff would get fired that day, and I was like, yeah. She's like, you and I both, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and it's different than like when it was like illegal in places where it's not as much.
Yeah.
The big thing is and this is what I kind of believe in. It's the same thing with like you can drink the night before, you know, get really fucked up, but if you come in the next day to work and you're still somehow intoxicated and you cause an accident, like you should get in trouble for that.
Yes.
Same thing with weed. If you happen to, you know, be high at work or are residually high from what you did before work and you cause an accident, like that should be obviously grounds for firing and
Yeah.
possibly legal ramifications.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things, you know.
It's just one of those days. No, I 100% agree.
It's real simple stuff.
Because
But
at that point, it starts directly affecting your job. Like,
well, possibly others.
we had a driver where he would just like start acting weird, and this was back at Pizza Hut.
It was meth.
No, it wasn't meth. Too much. No, it wasn't anything hard. But the general manager, he left his water bottle somewhere, and I guess something in her gut told her to sniff the water bottle, and there was vodka in that water bottle.
Homie was drinking and driving.
Homie was drinking and driving at the job.
I think the worst thing I ever did while being a pizza delivery guy, I think I drank one beer or a shot at somebody I went to school with place.
Okay.
It was like a really slow night. It was like towards the end of my shift, and they're like, "Oh man, thanks for bringing the food. You want a drink?" And I'm like, "You know what? Fuck it." So,
yeah,
because I knew I had time, but it's not like I was like drunk by any means.
Yeah. It's one of those where it's like one shot or one beer, you can still function. Don't do that. This is a PSA.
You shouldn't do it on the job.
Yeah, don't fucking do that. Oh, especially that's right. You were on the job. Okay, especially don't do that. But like, you can have one beer or one shot, and odds are you'll still be okay. Granted, again, it's just better just not to do any of it. But like, a homie was drinking vodka out of a water bottle, man.
Yeah, that's a completely different story.
Yeah. Because it was like, heard that by the way. It was like fucking. Because I remembered a week or two before that, like he was talking to me, and I swore I smelled like whiskey on his breath. But I didn't want to make that accusation, you know?
Yeah, you're not looking to ruin people's lives.
Yeah. I didn't want to be like, hey, this person's drinking and driving. That's a pretty bold claim to make. But, like, it smelled like it, and it turns out, yeah, he was, in fact, drinking and driving. So maybe I should have said something, but don't do that. As far as I'm concerned, you know, if I ever was in a leadership position, I don't care what people do outside of their shift, as long as they show up and do a good job, you know?
Yeah. I have a funny story about that. How I got like my first long-term girlfriend. Kinda.
Ooh.
It loops in. I worked at Walmart, and there's this guy that I think he was electronics, and he had been a pretty decent friend. We always got along with each other, and he invited me to a Halloween party in which I took, at the time, the girl I was talking to that also worked at Walmart. I asked her to go with me to that party, in which we ended up sharing our first kiss and then like committing to dating at that point. So it was like a Halloween party.
Ooh.
This homie come into work one day though. We knew it's like, you know, he's like still young 20s, you know, not I don't think he was going to college, but like he's still in that party range, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would get drunk a lot. We knew he would. And he's one of those to get really pass out drunk every time he did it.
Oh.
Not sure if it was a problem for him, but it is edging towards that. You know, like I said, early 20s and college days, it's hard to tell if is it just party culture or is it an actual problem.
Yeah.
He came in and you could just smell it on him,
Oh,
and
God.
he was like barely functioning to the point where he like went back into the break room and then just like passed out for like an hour. And
Jesus.
management caught up with him and they told him, "Go home now.
Yeah, get out of here.
Go home now. We're not gonna test you, but don't ever freaking come in like this again."
They
He
gave
tried to
him a
claim that,
second chance?
yeah, they gave him a chance.
Wow.
They were like, yeah, he was pretty well liked. So
Okay.
they were like, "We're not gonna fucking fire you for this. Get your ass home. Never come in like this. You fucking call in if you have to."
Yeah.
And then it's one of those things where if you use too many of your point system, and then it is what it is, and you're getting fired anyways. But at least you're
Yeah.
not driving into work like that.
Yeah.
He was trying to claim he hadn't drank. He said it was from the night before. But like, you don't smell like that and act like that if it's not still in your system and you
Yeah.
shouldn't be at work. So
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
rough.
Yeah. Uh, people are, yeah. I don't know, man.
Nope, I just call in.
Yeah, I'm calling
I
in,
try to
dude.
think.
I got stupid drunk once and had work the next morning, and I was hungover. You bet your ass I called in. I ain't going in like that, dude.
Funny work stories. So the Casey's that I've been employed at multiple times and no longer work for anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a part of the reason why we don't have Christmas parties for the store anymore, but not the main reason. The main reason was, so we had two employees that were allowed to attend. There was a pizza place in town that we were all supposed to be able to have this little Christmas party, have pizza together, and then a couple of them were supposed to have to go back to work and take over, where we like the company had set it up to where we could request other employees from other stores to come over and work the shift for like overtime hours if they wanted to, so that we like all of our staff could do this whole Christmas thing together, right? So basically their job was to, you know, they were scheduled that night. They kind of were down, they were fine with it. They're gonna eat some pizza. We had like a white elephant or not white elephant. We had like a gift exchange, right?
Yeah.
We did all that, and then they're supposed to go back and work. Mind you, one of them is underage.
Oh boy.
Both of them get drunk and go back to the job, and they work.
God.
And the rest of us go over across the street to the bar and get really fucked up. That was a really, really crazy night. But
Yeah.
the other employees report to like the district, not district, the regional. I don't know. I forget what it is. The one that's above the store manager, area manager, whatever. They report to him. They're like, yeah, these guys were like drunk when they came. And I guess the cameras show them like they were rough. They were like stumbling around. Luckily, it wasn't very busy on that night, but like it was one of those things where it's like they should not have done that. And
Yeah.
again, one of them wasn't 21 yet, so he shouldn't have been served at all.
Yeah, no.
Local, very small local bars for the win, I guess. Fucking bad.
God.
Basically just came back to is like, yeah, y'all aren't allowed to do Christmas parties anymore. So the fucking store hasn't been allowed to have, even though there's been 2 different store managers since then. They're not allowed to do Christmas parties anymore.
Oh my God.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't go to work drunk or high.
Don't go to work drunk or high. Don't go to work. Don't
go to work.
Don't
Maybe
go
you
to
should
work.
quit your job.
Quit your job. Write a book.
Just ask your millionaire father for a business opportunity.
I wish I had a millionaire father with a business opportunity. Actually, no, I don't.
I wish
I would have
wish
turned
I had
out
a
a
father.
significantly worse person if I had $1 million father with a job opportunity.
You think so?
Yeah.
I wonder about that, honestly.
I would have been such a jackass.
I wonder how much that changed my life dealing with the struggles of middle lower class. Because I wasn't the greatest person for a lot of time.
I wasn't either.
I had a good, like I said, I had a good heart. I was just like misguided.
Yeah.
It's selfish in a lot of ways.
I had a good heart too, which is why I eventually found my place, especially like in queer and in furry. But like, it was just a lot of misdirected anger.
Yeah.
And like a lot of self-hatred that I projected onto others. You know, you learn a lot when you go to therapy. But yeah, there was a lot of like self-hatred and like self-denial that I pointed towards others and made fun of others for who they were because they were happy about themselves. Why wasn't I happy about myself? And now I'm happy about myself and people make fun of me for it. And you know what? I don't care. I'm happier than you. Go sit on a log sideways. No lube. Well,
that's really the key to life is just realizing don't worry what other people are doing, just focus on your happiness.
God, somebody said if you wouldn't take advice from them, don't take criticism from them. That changed my life.
That's a good
dude.
one.
That's a great one. Yeah. I have been using that so fucking often cuz you know, especially being a poppy fan, you know, there's people like critical of me. There's people that make narratives about me and there's people that say whatever they want about me. People make stories about this doesn't just apply to people with like an audience. I use the term popular as a joke, but like, you know, I do have an audience and I do have people that watch me, which means I have people that hate watch me too. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe not, but, people will make up so many different narratives about you and they will say whatever they want to justify it. And they will, you know, kick and scream and just try and tear you down as much as they can. And it does not matter how good of a person you could be because as soon as they make that narrative, there's nothing you can do. And you can't control what other people think of you. You can't control what other people say about you. You just have to focus on the voices that matter. And those people don't. Plain and simple, you know?
I'll go as far as to say is like, as much as y'all love me, there's people out there that I've interacted throughout with the fandom that things didn't go well, and it's never usually one-sided. It's usually a share of the blame as to why things go the way they go.
Yeah.
There are times where I definitely wasn't the mature party, and there's definitely people out there that hate me for. I think I would hope they don't hate me. I hope that obviously they look back at it and that it's like just not a good memory.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely things that I've said or done throughout the years where like I'm not happy or proud of it either.
Yeah.
And they have a valid reason out there. I think they're few and far between. I don't think I have a ton of them, but they're definitely out there. There's definitely people out there that have valid reasons to be like, yeah, fuck Solace, fuck that guy. But it's personal beef stuff, you know. It's just shit that happened in between just an individual. And
yeah, that's like,
yeah,
I have a few people that like I have personal beef with, and honestly, like, bro, I don't care. Like, I have people that I have beef with, and honestly, we just ignore each other, and I am so fucking happy with that. You know,
I'm gonna make a persona named Beef, so everybody can have beef with me.
everyone. But no, moral of the story: people are gonna make up things about you. There's nothing you can do about it, so just block them. Just drown those voices out. Who cares?
Nobody's owed your time.
Exactly.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's already tough enough to hang out with the people you want to hang out with.
Oh my god, dude. If you're listening to this and we're friends and you've messaged me and I haven't replied, it's not you. It's me. I am so sorry. There are so many people that this sounds douchey, but like there's so many people that message me and I just like I can't get back to all of them. Half because there's a lot and half because I look at the message, I think of a reply, and in my brain I've replied even though I haven't actually. And then I check back in a couple days and I'm like, fuck, well now it's too late. It's going to be awkward. But
I used to respond to like every single TikTok DM and everything. Like at least I would try to in a somewhat timely manner.
Yeah.
I have stopped doing that. I have stopped doing that in all forms when it involves certain phrases. Because even if people were like, they would come in and say, you know, oh, hey, I like your content. Can we be friends? I would always like message them back and be like, oh, thank you so much. No, that's not really how I do friendships and how that works for me. And give them a whole spiel about it, right? I have stopped doing that. I've gotten to the point where it should be common knowledge that you can't just go ask randomly in somebody's DM that you have no actual knowledge of who I am or how I am other than you like my content. To just off say like, oh, let's be friends. Like I don't want to go through the whole spiel. You should know. Just it's not gonna work. So I've just started deleting those and not paying attention to those, which I kind of do feel bad because like again, I like that it's nice that you know they're saying something nice like, oh, I like your content, but man, I just don't have the time to keep telling everybody. It's not how you make friends on the internet or in life. Don't.
Yeah, God.
Nope.
Well,
not how it works.
Should we keep this as a shorter episode since it's New Year's and
no, you should have to work harder even.
No, God.
Let's make it an hour and a half.
Last week's episode was an hour and a half, and I had Christmas.
And that's not my fault.
It really isn't. Bro, we got going, and I love Max. I love talking to Max.
It was going. I was like, I was waiting for you to pull it because I was like, dude, this could go on to 2 hours easily. If you just let it go.
Max messaged me like 2 or 3 times and was like, I'm sorry I talk so much. And I was like, Max, this was your fucking episode, bud. This was the Max show.
Talk. That's what I told him because he also messaged me and was like, I didn't really want it to be about me. I'm like, what do you think this whole thing was?
We invited you, yeah.
This wasn't the, hey, come hang out. This was, no, hey, let us introduce you to our friend Max.
Max, I know you're listening.
You're the fucking subject matter.
Max, I know you're listening because you listen to this at work. Bitch, we love you. Love yourself.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk about yourself. This is so hypocritical because I'm not allowed to talk about myself. But you're allowed to talk about yourself, and you're allowed to think stuff you do is cool. Don't call me a poppy for.
I already did it too. I collabed on Saturday with Cass.
You did.
We did a whole peak thing, and I unironically in the middle of that stream was just like, I called them a poppy fur.
Damn.
They were like, am I hearing unironically being called a poppy fur? And I was like, I didn't say it derogatorily. I said it wasn't in a derogatory way. They're like, well, that's the only way I hear it. I'm like, yeah, I know that's what most people do.
Yeah.
I think context matters. I think poppy fur can be a way to describe somebody without being derogatory.
Yeah.
Most people use it derogatory, like clout chaser.
Oh my god, it's wild how many people will like last topic and then I have the Patreon pulled up. But like people will create a box, label it poppy furs, and then find one person they don't like that has an audience and blame all poppy furs. It's crazy, dude. It's so fucking funny because like somebody will do something and they'll be like, oh, typical poppy fur behavior. And it's like, that is one person.
Yeah.
Why are you hating a box that you have labeled?
It's a whole generalization thing. It's like the
Yeah.
whole thing with like not all men. It's like, of course,
Well,
not all men are awful, but
enough of them
there's
are, dude.
there's
I
there's a reason why that box was built.
God, there's like
Some boxes are valid.
sometimes I see women and stuff,
You see women?
crazy, I know. Sometimes I'll see women like shit talk men, and as a man, I do get a little sad. And then I see other men, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, they have a point." Like,
I I'm
God,
like I'm almost at the point where I think like I hate men as much as almost as much as women do, because I know how you feel like that. There are times where I hear these things and it'll be like an AFAB friend talking about it to me, who is all like a cis man, and I'm like, I want to feel that initial like, oh, that hurts, but then I realize how shitty guys are.
God, yeah.
And I constantly on TikTok and other medias, I see it out in the wild, and I'm like, I can't say shit. Like,
That's God. There's a video
that's
years ago, but
yeah.
sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say you have a better chance of clocking a man for being a piece of shit than you do gambling on them being an actual genuine nice guy. Like,
Yeah. Well, and it's safer to
not
assume that a
no,
man is hostile because, like,
take the bear.
take the bear. Because, yeah, because, like, there's that moment of, like, oh, well, because I think of it as, like, this is going to sound very nice guy, but, like, I'm not like a lot of the examples, And
Mhm.
unfortunately, I am not the, like, stereotypical man.
I'm a furry.
I'm a furry. I don't I don't think anybody wants me to be the stereotypical
Uh,
man, but like I'll sit there and see those things and
uh,
it's like, "Oh, well, I'm not like that." And I'll get a little sad and then it's like you see other men and you're like, "Oh, fuck, wait." I saw this one video years ago where the guy starts the video and he's like, "Female, you're totally missing the point." And bro, it felt like a flashbang through a fucking door. As soon as I heard him say that, he was like, "I am like grade A man, like blah blah blah. You should be bowing down to me." And it's like, what the fuck?
oh my god, I literally just saw a TikTok today that explained it really well. They were talking about the quote unquote male loneliness epidemic, and how, like you said, like all these guys, I don't want to say all these guys, but like this group of men seemingly think women should be on their beck and call, that they get to pick everything, that the women have no choice, should have no choice at all in life. And this TikTok was like, so yeah, that doesn't work at all in any other species. Those wolves or those lions and stuff like that. The females choose their mates. The
Yeah,
birds, so much in nature, almost all of nature alone, it's the males that have to do like a courting. They have to do all their best to impress the female. The female chooses, and it's like, y'all don't realize that you're the problem, and it's in nature. Even though you like to quote nature all the time about how things
oh
should
my god,
be, like
I'm the alpha. Yeah,
like
dude.
like Jesus fucking Christ, don't you realize you're supposed to be on your hands and knees begging for their attention? And if they say yes, then you're locked in? Like,
Yeah, that was like I saw this other guy where he was like, "Yeah, I went on a date with this girl and I held the door for her and she was like, "Thank you. That's more than other men would do." And he's like, "Fellas, what are we doing? What have you done
yeah,
to these
that's
women to
rough.
try?" And it's like, is holding the door the gold standard now? The bar is on the fucking floor. I do that for anybody.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing here. I think the best takeaway out of all this, Misha, is that, we aren't those examples of men. It's best that whenever you hear those kind of statements, to just recognize that they're not talking about you,
Oh
and then
yeah.
continue to be the model of men should be. Be the good example of men. That's the big thing. Is try to, because
I
that's the only
say
way it's gonna fix it. Is you gotta be the good positive example that gives women hope in men.
be the
Even though
model man as I wore a skirt and a fox costume the other day. But no, that just means
and
I'm
you're gonna get
confident in my masculinity, What?
true. Well, I was gonna say, and you're gay, but I mean that's also
That's double the man. That's double the man.
I was gonna say, like, shit. That's a lot of masculinity to handle all at once. Shit.
Oh, sorry, 2 dicks. That's double the man.
4 balls.
4 balls.
It's a lot to handle, Misha. Thank God gave us 2 hands.
See, I just love. That's 2 dicks. That's 4 balls. We're gonna read the Patreon now.
We should be left alone with the podcast.
Holy shit, dude!
Be left alone.
This is 2 men with microphones, man. That's the problem. We're being the men right now.
We're being the example.
The problem with the modern female is that. No, but we're funny. And we're gay.
Looking.
Because, like, what's his name? Caleb? That guy's fucking hilarious. No matter where he goes. It's the, like, bigger gay guy, the comedian.
Okay.
He's fucking hilarious. He did a couple episodes with Drew Afalo, I think is how you say her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and, like, dude, they feed off of each other so well. Anyway, thank you so much to Mars Rover. Thank you to Crystal Puff. Thank you to Gavin Astra. Thank you to Eyebolt. Thank you to Scarlet, Key, Webster, Simply Lego, Alistair the Hyena, Penstamon, Thawcade, Quaddle, Bogey Bravo, Blue Pack Wolf, Argo, Mighty Halfman, Amberion, Zombie Brains, Loriafia, Landon Yeen, Sycamore, Heartless Hero, Pip the Badger, Rays, Fio Firefox, Quillinar, Kai Quint, and Steam Pony and Ankara. Did you know that Pip the Badger thing has left containment, by the way? Now, in my server, whenever Pip joins the VC, we're all like, Pip the Badger. It's stuck, man.
The Badger?
Pip the Badger.
I remember we did that one episode many moons ago. It was fun. It was funny.
It was. We did 2 episodes with Pip.
Well, I was going to say 2, actually.
Yeah.
But...
And those were fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have an episode planned for you and Ruby. I still got to work out. I still got to work out the details.
Still need to work out Wolf Quest.
We do need to work out Wolf Quest. The problem is
definitely a New Year's thing.
Yeah.
Like in the New Year thing.
Yeah.
Because I am broke until Friday.
I am broke until this new job pays.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm. Because I don't necessarily... Nah, I'm going to drink on New Year's. Let's be real.
I am too, yeah. So, what was I going to say? Do I want to give you a hint?
Hi?
A hint.
Dude.
Of, like, a sneak peek of what the episode would be. I don't think I do.
No.
No?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Maybe in the afterwork.
Maybe in the afterbark, if I'm there. I should be there, because, like, training starts at 10:30, and that would be, like, 7 or 8 hours of training.
Yeah, most times I think jobs like that usually only do, like, 4 to 6 shifts anyways.
Yeah.
You almost never scheduled a solid 8.
Yeah.
It's not great for coverage. Coverage is usually, like, you're going to work the first 4 to 6 hours, and there's a middle coverage of 4 to 6, and then there's the end 4 to 6.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
But, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I am actually...
hopefully we'll get to hear about it on Friday.
Yeah, I'm weirdly excited about it. It would be nice to actually, like, do something.
You're excited until, like...
I know.
A month from now.
I know.
Like, fuck
it's
me, dude.
It's something new. But it's also money. Dude, if I could be a trad wife and just write my books, I would. But I can't.
Raise the kids, balance the books.
We're in a 2-party... We're in a 2-income economy, and
it's like a 3.
God, yeah. At this point, rent polycule's still open, so that offer's still there.
Well, you know what we need to do, and let's be real, everybody in the audience here. What we really need to do is all create our pet TikToks and Instagrams and start getting some actual payments out of our goddamn pets.
I could use my pet for content. Yo.
Time to pay rent, Ollie.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great night. Bye, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bark, 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 bark. New deer? God, I wish.